The Woollen Mills neighborhood is shaped by topography, people, and the law. For thousands of years, residents have enjoyed this place. In the hills, next to a river, it is a place for living, for raising a family, for recreation, for work, for meditation and contemplation. It's a place for all seasons. The evolution of the community in the 19th century was facilitated by the Rivanna River, which provided the power to weave cloth and a means to transport it. In a slow-growth fashion, for over a century, the Woollen Mills village expanded toward Charlottesville. Residents of the Woollen Mills are blessed with amenities conferred by location. Additionally, the built fabric of the neighborhood, its historic properties, provide a sense of identity and stability, adding to the quality of life. In 2010, the state of Virginia and the federal government recognized these qualities. Many of the residents arriving in the 19th century were involved with the mill. They, their memory, and their houses endure. Residents in the 20th century carry on the Woollen Mills tradition of stewardship, slow growth, and permanence. The Woollen Mills is a notable place to live. Its buildings have a story to tell, and their simple elegance contributes to the spirit of our community. A famous polymath lived here. A family of 7 lived here in Monticello's shadow. They were a brick mason, a weaver, a spooler, a clerk, and school children. New residents care for the old houses. Houses have been repaired, updated, and continue in use. Adaptations in the 20th and 21st centuries include air conditioning, solar panels, and indoor plumbing. Some houses have been expanded. The houses gracefully combine 19th century vernacular architecture with more recent additions. Regarding the law, in 1980, the Woollen Mills Neighborhood Association was formed in response to challenges arising from adverse zoning adjacencies. The atypical zoning adjacencies, business and manufacturing zoning shoulder to shoulder with residential zoning, can create odd physical juxtapositions, and sometimes these adjacencies create land use conflict. Currently, our region is experiencing a period of rapid growth. Charlottesville has the secret sauce, qualities that have attracted the interest of new residents and developers. Change is afoot. Tonight, we are discussing the nuts and bolts of a zoning tool, the Conservation District Overlay, and this tool's ability to direct change within residential neighborhoods. In 2002, the National Trust for Historic Preservation identified 100 communities in 20 states where tear-downs were having a significant impact. The tear-down trend has slowly been coming to Charlottesville. Most at risk are modest neighborhoods. This is the north side of Booker Street, a street that parallels Rose Hill Drive. This is the south side of Booker Street, a tear-down new construction example in the Rose Hill neighborhood. The previously existing house on the right-hand lot was demolished. The city's R1S residential zoning was unable to examine and potentially moderate the demolition process, or to address the scale and mass of the new house on Booker. The slow-growth residential qualities unique to the neighborhoods of our city matter. Can we sustain those qualities in the future? Is there a tool to help sculpt development? Is there a tool to question demolitions? Would the tool speak to the sustentation of our familiar place in the decades to come? March 16, 2009, the Charlottesville City Council added just such a tool to the City Code of Ordinances. This ordinance allows for moderation of the pace of demolition and provides simple guidelines addressing new construction and additions. The guidelines address building orientation, scale, form, windows and doors, and building materials. To date, portions of the Martha Jefferson and Rugby Road neighborhoods have requested and been granted designation as conservation districts.